Hi everyone, the purpose of this video is going to be demonstrating how to use EA Tracker and the nutrient report to then compare to that DRI chart to make sure that your menu meets 50 to 66% of that child's daily requirements. As you can see, I'm logged in and I've already logged all my food from my sample menu. If you can notice at the top bar here, it's going to give me the calories, the macronutrient breakdown, and then the portion sizes for the different food groups. What you'll notice here is it has it divided into breakfast. I have my 3 meal components listed, my morning snack, 2 different meal components, and then my lunch that has all 5 meal components. Now that's all great information. However, that's not really telling me that my menu meets the requirements for this preschooler or whatever age group you're kind of analyzing. I'm going to go over here to the left-hand column and select the nutrient page. Here, it's going to give me all of my intakes for the different nutrients, such as vitamins and minerals, as well as the macronutrients, all in this first column here. Now, you're going to be using your own personal profile here, and you can't change it for the age range because they don't have any recommended intake levels. So you're either going to see 0 here, or you're going to see your values. This column, that your recommended daily value, is not useful for you. The only column that you're going to be looking at is the My Intake from Food. So I'm going to give you an example. You're going to want to click on View More Nutrients because some things, they're not going to pop up right away. So let's go ahead and look at vitamin C as an example. So I'm going to go in and look at vitamin C, and it's going to show me that my menu right now provides 62.8 milligrams of vitamin C. Now I'm going to want to look at that DRI chart and see if I've met at least 50%. If you don't know how to do this calculation, please refer to that other video where I show the calculations. On this chart, I've highlighted the age range 4 to 8 years old because the final cycle menu is based off of a 4-year-old. Now I'm going to locate vitamin C at the top here, and I'm going to notice that per day on the 100% of the DRIs, that child needs 25 milligrams per day. My menu provides 62.8 milligrams of vitamin C per day. Therefore, I know because I'm over this 25, I have met at least 50% of that DRI, so vitamin C is not a problem. Now, it is okay for this vitamin to be higher than normal, and that's because it is going to actually just basically come out in their pee. So that's okay. Don't be overly concerned when the vitamins and minerals are over that value. Now let's look at another example. Iron tends to be one that people really struggle with. If we look at this menu provides 3.1 milligrams of iron. Now I needed to meet at least 50% of that DRI, so I'm going to use my handy dandy DRI chart. This one locates at the top, it says elements. So then again, I have that age group 4 to 8 highlighted because this is for a 4-year-old. And I'm going to look at that top bar to find iron. Here is iron, and now I'm going to go down, and for this child, they need 10 milligrams of iron per day. Now what that looks like, 50% of that, you would take 10, divide by 2. So that means my menu should be at least 5 milligrams. When I go look at this, it's only 3.1 milligrams. So that means I need to go back to the drawing board. I need to go to my food. I need to look at some of the items that I'm giving this child and then add in more iron-rich food. So for example, maybe I change the chicken to beef. So I can try exiting that out, and I'm going to try to add that beef to see if I can boost the iron intake. So let's see, this first one looks pretty good. So I'm going to make sure that it has ounces available. That portion size is 1.5 ounce, and I'm going to add it to my lunch. Now you'll see that got added up here. So now let's go back to my nutrients and see if that changed my iron at all. So view more nutrients, come down. So now my iron is at 3.7 milligrams. So I'm still under. So what that means is, again, going back, looking at what foods can I swap out for a higher iron content. This is something that you have to get kind of good at because when we're viewing these nutrients, this my intake from food should be 50% of whatever that DRI is for that child during that stage, whether it's the 4-year-old or if you're working with a teenager or so forth. That's how you're going to do this.